Hi, I'm Pastor Yana, and the word of transformation I want to share with you is despise not small beginnings. If you're faithful over small, God is going to make you ruler over much. Oftentimes, we look at the small things that we have and we almost feel as though they're insignificant. If we feel like, I only have a small amount of money, so it's insignificant. I have a small amount of people in my business. I have we always look at the small things, but if you'll realize that it's the small things that determine would you be faithful. A lot of times people will say that they'll be faithful when they get the large amount of money, or they get the large amount of members, or they get the large amount of employees. But God is saying, no, what you do with the small determines whether you're going to even receive the larger amount of things. So God is speaking to each and every one of us to let us know that what you might consider small and insignificant, if you'll be faithful over it, if you'll do what God has called you to do with it, He's going to send you the increase. You have to be able to look at your situation not as it being small and insignificant, but being small but is going to eventually become large. That's how you start to develop the mindset that you appreciate wherever you're at. If you have a small amount of money, but you know that it's going to be a large amount of money, start getting faithful. Start doing the things that you need to do with that money when you only have a little bit. Because if you're used to doing the right thing when you have a little bit, then you know that when you have a lot more, you'll be faithful with that as well. A lot of times we look at, I know from my own experience, we want things to be perfect. Before I even started to shoot these videos and things, it was like I wanted to do this, I want to do that, I want to make sure this is right, I wanted to do all of these different things. And like I had explained before, I found myself not doing anything because I didn't appreciate the small. It was almost like I seen a vision maybe in the beginning of it or toward the end of it, and I see it being something because God showed me. He showed me what He was going to do, and I'm like ready to see that now, and God said, no, you need to take that first step first. You need to be willing to be faithful with making the videos. You need to be faithful with doing what you think seems to be small and insignificant. And so that's what I started to do. So I want to encourage you that whatever God gave you, He might have shown you something at 10 steps down, but then He'll take you all the way back and say, now walk the first step. Do the first step first. And as you do the first step, then you do the second, then the third, then you'll see the 10th. A lot of times He'll show us the 10th, but take us all the way back to the first. And if you get to the point that you're not going to make any steps until you're able to step to the 10th, you'll find yourself not stepping at all. So God is speaking to you as He's speaking to me. Be faithful with what I've given you. Do it. Do what I've shown you to do first. And if you're faithful over small, get ready, because I'll make you ruler over much.